And hello, everybody. Welcome back. Can you believe this is the 9th episode of this series? We are in September 3rd of 1862 now. We just fought a battle in Missouri. And it looks like we're about to have a major battle around the Fort Henry and Donelson areas of the map in Kentucky, Tennessee. Hello, Ashley. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. And again, this is the LOFA. This is the Confederate campaign, a defensive campaign. No northern invasion. Only allowed to invade the neutral states of Maryland and Delaware, Kentucky and Missouri, which are the two more important ones, including Maryland. Maryland's extremely important. It has Washington, D.C. located there. We are trying to handicap ourselves manpower-wise, but even our best efforts have led us to actually outman the Union, at least for now. Usually as a CSA, you can easily out-manpower the Union in 62. By 63, Union manpower, if the AI is being ran properly, they will outnumber you. And I see the stream is not going to cooperate today. I will probably have to reset the modem. We're not going to do that this very second. We're just going to plow through this the best we can. So we're probably going to have a pretty large battle here right to start off the stream right here in northern Tennessee. And then the overall strategic situation, Union national morale 69. We are at 99. National support at 98. Morale of armies, 85 to their 76. Our weapons industry is a 10.5 versus their 8.2. So I wonder if maybe the Union is trying to keep up with our weapons industry. I notice the AI will try to match sometimes or at least it feels to me that the AI will, if you go ahead in a certain category, they will try to catch up to you. Good morning, Howard. How are you doing? So out east, we are holding a defensive line. There doesn't seem to be too much across the Potomac. 39,000 near Washington. There is another corps about 17,000 strong. Lee has about 39,000 men directly across the Potomac. We've conceded Fort Humphreys for now, as Ewell is dug in with Jackson as reinforcements if the Union masses an attack across the Potomac. Hey, Randall. How's it going? We also have eyes on this Union Corps in West Virginia. A corps, the 8th Corps under Porterfield with 14,000 men guarding the valley. We have Jeb Stuart's cavalry, who, before the Union had made an attack, a small attack across the river, was getting ready to raid possibly into Pennsylvania. But right now he's fixing some forts and kind of keeping eyes out around the entrance into the valley. Albert Sidney Johnston, who his army of Kentucky, kind of guarding central and eastern Kentucky right now. He's established himself and fortifying that region. Good morning, Mikhailia. How's it going? And yes, we have British intervention at 75% currently. Now we've siphoned some troops off of Johnston to support this army in West Kentucky that we kind of, I think we scrambled to form under Beauregard. So Beauregard has under his command, there's some more troops trying to be recruited, but he has 58,000 men right now. There's a few units that have not arrived, so we have 3 days. So maybe we'll try to wait 3 days before we strike. It looks like the Union is trying to dig in and fortify the Cumberland and Tennessee River confluence. We also have a siege here in northern Texas on the Indian Territory border. Small garrison. So we'll let them siege that down. And then we just won this battle. We ended last stream with a battle out in southwestern Missouri. Battle of Fort Hardy now, in honor of Hardy. That's right. Hardy was killed in action, so we are naming the fort in honor of him. But it was a Confederate major victory, 8,000 casualties to our 1,400. Let's look at we had a raiding squadron that is currently in port, licking their wounds. They had one successful raid and then one raid that failed. And they are currently rebuilding their ships in Port Royal. We also started building a bunch of brigs as well. So when that raiding fleet is ready, we might go strike out again from Savannah. But for now, let's why don't we play through the next couple days and see what transpires. Let's see if our reinforcements arrived. 3 more days. I didn't play far enough in. Why don't we take a quick look? Before we do that, why don't we take a look at our engineering situation? We have one supply alert, the Southern Cavalry Reserve at Louisville. Condition is good, so we can probably build a depot here at Louisville. Should actually try to build a fort too. it's kind of an honor to have such an honorable man joining the stream who has done such good work in linguistics. Can't seem to get a good ground to build this fort, though. Let's see if we move him up here. Early morning going into September 5th. I hope everyone is doing well, though. Had another ice storm in northern Ohio. Yeah, this time more ice, not a lot of accumulation, but still. We were blessed with a 50-degree day, and then the skies opened up and said that was enough. Fact, it is still February. We will never let you forget that. You live in Cleveland. Yeah, Stanwaite has control of Louisville. I'd like a better spot for this fort. I keep trying to. Guess we can put him right there. All right, well, that'll be the spot for the fort. We're building, we got some depots. We have another fort at Lexington. So Longstreet, Magruder. Johnston's got a perk. Started naming our engineering units. We have the Army of Interior. Oh, that was Johnston. That's more of a training center. We have, okay, Little's engineering unit. They are building in the valley. They are fortifying the valley. We just built the Fort Kemper. All right, we assigned some garrison there. So forts in the valley. Actually, we might send Little back to help build the forts in Kentucky. So we'll detach him. So the newer feature in 105, you can detach core level units. Kirby Smith probably does deserve a promotion, you're right. You got to remember, a lot of these guys were, at the start of the war, no higher than colonels in the regular army. And then, once the war started, quickly advanced up the ladder. Yeah, detach is really good at, and you are better if you are planning on. The question becomes, let me rephrase it here. So let's use. Sometimes you'll have a core maybe slightly outside the command range. Let's say Longstreet was slightly out of the command range, but you are almost better off detaching him if you want him to temporarily do something, because he'll get orders faster. There'll be a less of an order delay usually if they're detached and you need them to do independent command work. So I know the challenge would be is if you detach someone to do something, but then you want them back, you bring them back, you forget to reattach them, and then they aren't there for a major battle. So we got 2 more days for the rest of the we're going to wait those 2 days before we strike at the Army of Kentucky. The Army of Kentucky is estimated to have about 58,000 men. Hey, Thomas Rainier, welcome to the stream. 54,150 guns, according to our intelligence. Beauregard sports 186 guns. Alright, so we have our forts. Garrison, we should probably add a garrison at Fort Weed. I think Roseannadanna will like that name, Fort Weed. Stream just started, so I've just been kind of reviewing the situation. There's going to be a major battle right here. On the Cumberland and Tennessee, right around the Fort Henry and Donelson area. Right now, I'm just kind of dotting some I's and crossing some T's. Alright, so Fort Weed, so we have garrisons along the Mississippi right now. So basically this battle is going to be key to Western Kentucky. So Army of Missouri was the first corps. So Army of Missouri is in retreat. So I think we need to strike towards Springfield with McCulloch. The main threat right here is in northern Tennessee. We defeated the army in southwest Missouri. There's a siege going on at Fort Washita. We should be able to win that one. We'll hold a siege down for now. And then I'm waiting for a couple days to strike at the Union force there in Tennessee because we got some reinforcements arriving. So let's play through September 6th. You can see the Union is digging in. Well, Davidson withdrawing. The enemy army of Missouri seems to have withdrawn. I think that's just their army headquarters. And I do apologize that the stream quality has seemed to not be as strong today. I'll take a look at that for the next one. Alright, our reinforcements have arrived, so it's time to strike at the Army of Kentucky. All right, we're going to kind of inch forward. They did not move. Stribling has a perk. We'll do flying column. What might end up happening, we might get stuck on a siege type battle. So 9 at night. So the night of the 8th, moving on to the 9th. Fort Poe garrison, 15 men there. Stonewall, Lee, Forest. Stonewall is out east. Lee and Stonewall are in the Eastern Theater. They are guarding the... Oh, there was an attack across the Potomac. Oh, McClellan trying to cross the Potomac. So 2nd Corps is there. That is probably Ewell. But yeah, Lee and Forrest. Can't remember where Forrest is. We'll have to look for him. Alright, so yeah, Ewell is engaged with McClellan's force trying to cross the Potomac. They're trying to take the Potomac Fort number 1. Oh, it's already down. It's already been reduced to 56. We'll send in Jackson. So here's Jackson. As for Forrest, he is currently in command of Burke's Bushwhackers in the 5th Corps. He'll be in this battle out west once that fires. Yeah, so he's in Hill's D.H. Hill's Corps. He commands a small division right now. All right, a couple things now going on. As the Union trying to do a fall offensive before 1862 ends. But we have engagement now. Should be a decent battle here. So Fort Poe garrison is in contact with 5th Corps. We have a total of about 45,000 men. 45 to 50,000 men under Charles W. Sanford. Yeah, check. Yeah, I don't know if that is Antouche. Is that how you pronounce his name? I don't know if he came up with that himself. The checkmate Lincolnites. But it is catchy, and I definitely will borrow it. All right, why don't we fight this battle on the ground? The Eastern forces needed yeah, there hasn't been a lot of action out east. I mean, there's been some like fort sieges. Our scouts report the enemy is near Dover Ferry. So the Battle of Dover Ferry. Tennessee, our army is to prepare for battle. We are facing 1st Corps under command of Charles W. Sanford with a strength of 28,000 men and 89 guns. So this intelligence report, a little bit different than the other the strategy map intelligence reports. The enemy army is green and morale is reported to be confident. You know, I noticed the armies are always green on the Union side, even though every campaign I start, I give them the plus 50 bonus. Thomas, what's your question about East Maryland and Delaware? Stribling's corps is untrained. That'll be interesting. Hill's Corps has a training rating of good, so these are our veteran troops. Bragg has a regular force, so Bragg and Hood's corps are more experienced troops. Interesting glitch here. I don't know. Actually, it's not a glitch. The upper command is separate from the officers are separated from their force. There's one objective, Davis's Bend. So right on, around, surrounded by the Proud Run. We are on the offensive. Although now this intelligence report shows the enemy at 54,000 men. Our current reported morale is eager. Theirs is determined. Condition of both sides are at 100. Army of Kentucky, 2 corps. So yeah, there's definitely a force of about 58,000, 50 to 58,000 probably. We might be under, our other intelligence reports might be underestimating their strength. So this first corps in the Army of Kentucky, 32,000 men. 100 guns. 150. So this report shows 150 for the Union side. We have 186 guns, I believe. Three corps. Everyone, it looks like everyone's here. Oh no, we have, so Price has a brigade. This is an engineering 2 hours, so an extra maybe 1,000 to 2,000 men. I would change the commanders. Has this no impact? Which commanders would you like to change? Yeah, the commanders have a big impact. We don't have a cavalry division. Beauregard's not a bad. Beauregard's got good stats. Hill's got pretty good stats. I would say Stribling's in there because he probably won't be there that long. More because of his fame. The one thing the game does, though, is if you create an independent corps, it will automatically promote someone And that will bump up their fame. And having a sometimes it's better to have a high fame general with decent stats. And then promote some of your guys up and some of your other guys promote them up as they get battle experience. So yeah, no cavalry division. We have some attached cavalry brigades in these corps. Oh, actually forced. Lee, Jackson to west or Kentucky together. But I have Lee and Jackson in the east. I mean, we can play around with. I've had in campaigns, not this one, but I've tried having Lee in the west and just for fun. Where is Forrest, anyways? All right, there he is. Lee, Jackson to the west or Kentucky with Longstreet and Stewart or Forrest. For now, I had them in the east. Jackson and Lee with Ewell in the east. Yeah, we could take a look at their stats change over time, not a lot, but we can look at our best famed generals. But maybe the reason nothing's happening in the east is because Lee and Jackson are there. Could try to, maybe we can cross Proud Run from the right. I mean, there's nice cover. We have high ground on Big Creek Ridge here. We can try to set up artillery covering fire to cross Proud Run if they defend that crossing. If anything, if this is heavily defended, we can then cross at the Millard House. That's true, but it looks like they're trying to cross the Potomac now, anyways. So I think Lee and Jackson are going to see some action. Another thing the game is doing, and I don't know if this is something that needs to be fixed, but the units are starting off in column formation, and then, oh, now he stayed in column. All right, that's weird. Yeah, see that? I want them in column. They went into battle formation. Yeah, we have to attack. So we're going to. So yeah, we're gonna lead with Hill's division or Hill's corps. We'll probably keep stribbling across Proud Run. So we'll use Hill's corps to try to invest Proud Run crossing. But from Kentucky starting, you could make a Schleichschnitt. Sorry, I don't know the English word for it. But from Kentucky, you could make a yeah, we could try to go north here, but I think we're going to stay along the Big Creek Ridge. A sickle cut. There's the word. Oh yeah, of course, their commanders are way over here. That's so weird. All right. Actually, this first day, we'll probably do a lot of marching this first day. Probably won't see battle until the second day. That's not a bad idea, Randall. You could and then you could probably try for a possible surprise attack. So Smith's division. We'll order them over here. Their officers got separated from their commands. What's going on, Bragg? All right, why don't we detach Stewart? And they'll scout ahead. So actually, we'll probably scout them ahead this way. Night attacks could be eventually added. Seems like in the summertime you seem to get a little bit more nighttime action. All right, so we've issued orders. The Bragg's Corps is trying to reclaim their command. All right. Oh, so they're right along Proud Run. Why are they straddling Proud Run? They did not happen that often. There are some good moments one of the more famous night attacks was the attack. I think it was called Nob Hill in the Chattanooga campaign, where they reopened the Cracker Line to resupply the Union troops. But the battle, I'm pretty sure it was called Nob Hill. The Confederates had a position, a battery on a small hill right in front of Lookout Mountain that was guarding the that was kind of disrupting the Union supply line along the river. And a night attack, which I think was a night attack by, I think Hooker's men. I think it was Hooker's corps that was, and his men had to do that. And they redeemed themselves from, he redeemed himself a little bit. Because that was after Chancellorsville. It was after Gettysburg too, but. You mean on day one, some night? I think there was night fighting, but this battle at to open the Cracker Line in the Chattanooga campaign was like a full go nighttime battle. Like I think it was in the planning to be a nighttime battle. Get our artillery reserve moving. We could probably put the artillery up here. And, Price's 1,000 men have arrived. It is 52 degrees on September 9th. A little bit chilly. So I really don't want to go on the attack on this first day. Just trying to get in position. So Hill trying to get in position. What's my take on the metric system? Well, being an American, I'm not a big fan of the metric system. Just because I don't use it, so. for Bartow up the ridge. Oh, they've got troops on our right. Why did everyone stop? Everyone stopped. Let's order everyone forward. Oh, I hate when it zooms in like that. Zolokoffer. Who's Zolokoffer under? Bragg? Do have some artillery firing. One of the good things Napoleon did was invention of the metric system, because each country had different measures at this time. So they are behind Proud Run at the Davis Bend. Mixed up some orders here. You can hear the artillery duel. We got some 3-inch ordnance guns, a 6-pound Whitworth rifle. They have a high, I think they have a high rate of fire. I learned the metric system in grade school, but if it's not followed through in high school and beyond, it doesn't matter. And unless you learn the metric system if you're going to be in the sciences, you need it. All right, day 2. This is where the fun will begin. All right, Buckner will try to cross. Yeah, they're not bare, and it looks like barely. When I hit play, they might adjust the line more. Sometimes you'll get a different sometimes you'll see the units move or redeploy. Oh, these are 6-pound field guns. You can use those right across the crossing. We could actually cross here. You could move a unit below Proud, hammer on him, and move the rest over the ford. Yeah, I'm trying to reposition the artillery reserve too. We have a lot of artillery on our right. One thing about the next day redeployment is you can't alt click your generals to position. They have to. You can if you move the entire unit, but we could detach this cavalry. It's nice to have one cavalry near your infantry units because of the added morale boost. But I think we'll detach Tilghman. Yeah, we could actually extend the line with McCulloch. And then Smith could be a reserve. We'll use we have Stribling's inexperienced corps. They can guard the right flank. Not a lot of units with perks right now. We got plenty of guns though. I wonder if we deploy Whitfield, or yeah, ooh, he's got some. What guns does he have? 3-inch ordnance. Who is he attached to? Pogue is attached to Bates Division. Where's Bate? You got Burke's Bushwhackers. I did in the Confederate campaign, the long one that just finished. There was some elite units there. Where you get where you do the but I haven't noticed any in the other campaigns. Well, the 103 and 104 patch streams, the campaign ended in 62, so they're really, I mean, we haven't fought a ton of battles actually in the 9 streams that we've done. So I don't think there hasn't been a big opportunity to gain experience. I think we're ready to play. Just make sure. So Stribling has, that's 17,000 men on our right. $17,000 with Bragg, and then another. So that'd be 30, 40,000 to do the left hook across Proud Run. All right, I think we're ready. All right, we'll hit play. I mean, I guess the only other thing I could have done maybe was fortify the right. You can see they shifted their line. So that's one thing in earlier patches. On the next day redeployment, the Union would show you one thing from the day before, and now they're redeploying now. Which is good. That's actually a good thing. You can't just redeploy in your own redeployment zone how you feel with the Union just not being able to, or the AI not doing a readjustment either. Yeah, I'm going to wait. They're going to come up. Again, you can't alt-click them up in the redeployment. They have to actually travel up. And they'll move on their own usually, but I'll make sure they are in. I want Bragg over here on the left as well. You might have to detach Stribling. You can see the cannon bombardment right off the bat. I do not have feuds activated. I think it's more of a detriment to the AI than to the human player. Although it's a fun mechanic, it's a good, it would be a good game to play if you want to role play it a little bit. Yeah, that's one thing about the next day redeployment. Now, you can move your entire command, and the commander will go with you, but if I had set everything up and then moved Bragg, that would move the entire command. It'd be irritating. If that makes sense. That makes sense. So you can see they're trying to shift their line over. I wonder if they're leaving this open now. They've built parapets too. They're heavily dug in. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to order Smith across. So in hindsight, maybe I should have rushed with Hill's Corps to take the Proud Run crossings instead of just grabbing the ridge line and waiting the next day. We're going to see how well this is defended over here. Maybe we'll use Stribling to cross. Well, now they're shifting back. How effective is our artillery fire? I think most of those casualties are missing in action. Maybe we can pull up more guns. .105 AI does seem better. I've also noticed more divisional corps and army commanders getting... Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we do have... Ooh, we have Spencer repeating rifles. Yeah, we probably should have some skirmishers out. Yeah, we definitely have good weapons. 16 rounds a minute, 350 yard range. All right, we can move. We'll move McCulloch over too to stretch out their line. Who's that unit that is? Oh, Zollnkoffer's under Bragg's command. Well, I thought he was under Scribbling, so we will detach Zollnkoffer. Someone has a Henry rifle. I think it's Gordon's brigade. Is he in here? I think actually he has them. I thought it was John B. Gordon. I was looking at the game before the stream, and I gave him a different uniform because I wanted them to stand out. I don't see Gordon. Harrison Fry. It would have been... Oh, Edward Johnson. He's got Henry rifles. 300 yards, 16 rounds a minute. That's Hampton's division, so that's right over here. Yeah, he's got darker uniforms. So that's Johnson's brigade with the Henry rifles. Oh, they put some skirmishers on the bridge. Let's see what casualties are. We've inflicted 350 in the opening bombardment. Let's do some counter battery fire too. So these 12-pound Whitworth rifles, they should be good at counter battery fire. 4.5 rounds per minute on those 12-pound Whitworths. Tobin's got Springfield Musketoon. Oh, the reload time is 2.5 rounds. They could probably have better. I think Stewart had... Yeah, Spencer repeating. So Stewart's got the Spencer repeating rifle. There's nothing guarding that. We need to cross there. So Zollicoffer. We'll send in Zollicoffer to that crossing. We'll cross with Stewart just to... Maybe they'll draw some troops. There might be some defending troops right here. Should be careful. Looks like they're abandoning their right. Is this an opportunity? Do we need to be quick and take that opportunity? There's some cover here that Deschler can take advantage of. I'm not seeing any Union troops here. So, Zollicoffer, you are detached. You don't need to wait for orders. Let's double time Zollicoffer. Let's watch some of these rifles in action. So 1st Cavalry, 100 losses, although Deschler's taking some casualties. Anderson's coming under artillery fire. Are they trying to charge across the bridge? They're gonna try to. They're gonna try to charge across the bridge. Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's move up Walker in support. Same with Fry. Take a look at casualties. 800 for the Union right now. Still very early in the morning. Long's got a flank that they can exploit. And here comes Jubal early. Let's get Shelby's artillery engaged. Some 6-pounders at close range. Oh, this is a railroad cut. Got some cavalry glitching out on the railroad there. Still glitching out. Who's flanking them? $350 casualties, 250 casualties. Oh. So we did find the rest of their force. So might want to be careful with Zolokoffer. They're glitching around those mini balls. Why is Long turned around? Oh, looks like they are coming up for attack, so let's hold Zolokoffer. Let's get Stewart back across. We don't want to be cut off. Zolokoffer can defend in these woods here. I think with us flanking their right, though, we might be able to get the victory. Doesn't help them that they're glitching out. Let's pull back Deschler. Long still not in range. That cavalry brigade definitely going to break. Well, at least the routing has unglitched them. And Deschler falls back in good order. So if we can push them off the Proud Run crossing, we can get a force across there. We can then finish off the rest of their force. All right, Smith's division a little bit disrupted. He's got 2 artillery batteries with him. Actually, we might have Bragg cross the river. Harrison must be receiving some artillery fire. They've lost some men. Early, I misordered early. That's why he's falling back, and then he'll move forward. There's these guns. Maybe Fry rushes those guns across the river. I don't see any more. See this one infantry brigade kind of guarding that crossing. Let's get some support for Fry, though. We can use Hayes. And even Harper. The right flank, or you're talking about their left flank over here. Looks like they're moving. Looks like some of them might be coming to reinforce, another trying to guard the bridge that they left undefended now. which I should get Stewart and Forrest across. Well, Long's taking a lot of casualties. Let's move Edward Johnson up. I'll have Harper form up. That might be a better idea. You're right. Yeah, because Fry is already laying down some... You got a lot of batteries laying down some suppressing fire, too. There's a lot of guns there. We're going to do a assault column. Alright, I don't want to go in that strong. So we are pushing their right off of Proud Run, crossing there. All right, Harper's already in position. Oh, they got some art. They managed to shift 2nd Brigade in the way. We're gonna do it anyways. Let's get some our infantry support. We knew this might end up with high casualties. I like how the AI did shift their attention to this cavalry attack on their guns. But now we have the infantry in the flank. I'm going to move a couple artillery pieces forward. Let's get our defense of our right in position, a better position. That poor cavalry. Oh, he is shattered. You sacrificed my command. Let's see if the infantry can follow up, though. Although they're going to get some morale. They're outflanked. Well, nah, the battery's recovered. See if we can't rally them. How bad did that cost us, though? We've inflicted 45. We lost 1,800 so far. Harper's Brigade, 300 of that is Harper's Brigade. But I feel Fry is starting to get cut up. But we're getting them in the flank now. A lot of their infantry has turned and given us their flank. Are these broken units? Yeah, those are three broken Union brigades. We're going to keep inching Tillman over too. Maybe take these guns from behind. Let's bring up reinforcements. Bragg is coming across the river to support. Which branch of service would I have preferred to have served? Back in the Civil War day, I probably would have been an infantryman. Most likely. All right, let's see if Fry can survive this. I like that. And he's broken. Let's fall back. So that assault across the river was a failure. Probably should have just kept firing away as we have men on their flank. Let's try to rally these guys. Ooh, who's demoralized? Oh, Brown. You've sacrificed my division. Alright, so early and long. I'm surprised how well these Union brigades are actually doing. We're giving them a lot of fire. They've lost 7,000 men now. Wow, that was quick. 3,000 casualties inflicted. What's up, Sunflex? No, they're inching forward. They're crossing the river. Some of those, they've worked really hard on the AI mechanics, but sometimes them trying to cross the river, they get tired out. So I feel like the AI is doing better at tactics, but execution of movement could still be worked on. Try to get Alexander up on our left. Is that Garnett's brigade? Is the Germans? Long is losing men. Oh wow, he's taken 1,000 casualties. Sorry, I kept you in the line for so long. I'm sorry I kept you in lines for so long. Where is Garnett's brigade? Is that on the right? earned a perk. Do deadly volley. Johnson's been laying, yeah, I think Johnson's been racking up a lot of kills. What's one thing I haven't noticed, it'd be nice to see, kind of like Total War style, the number of kills they have. Long refuses the order to fall back. I don't care, I've lost half my brigade. I'm not falling back. So long. Alright, so the Union right is pretty much whipped up pretty badly. They still have a whole nother, probably half their force on our right. We'll move off the ridge a little bit. Oh yeah, that's right. You are right. Thank you. Where would that be? What unit is Johnson's men in? I think McCulloch's. No. Smith's division? He is in Hampton's division. So not the 11th Corps. Oh, they're all they're low supply. Do we see all of the Union units so far in the battle? I think we've seen most of them, including the units on their left. This way it's a bit more immersive when no inflicted casualties are shown on the unit. Are you talking just for the enemy? Combat. Okay, so is this combat record? So Johnson's detachment. Okay, casualties inflicted 1,800. Woo! A total of 2,300 inflicted. That's weird how they calculate the number of engagements. Johnson's detachment has engaged 963 times. Wow. So that's like a third of the force from Johnson's brigade. Those Henry rifles. Sorry, bushwhackers. Anderson's brigade, 1,200. The Nutbutters have dished out 11. Ultima ratio. 302. That's a good job by the artillery. They inflict a lot of morale damage. MG-42s. So yeah, 5th Corps dealing out the damage, 6,000. I mean, they are the spearhead of the attack. Garnett. Oh yeah, he's right here. Von Bork's Germans. Oh, there's some fence. We should should make use of those fencing, huh? Although they can flank us, so we won't. Why does LZ can't fire? Is that... Should he have stayed back? Not a lot of artillery over here. All right, once they come out of the woods there, LZ's artillery should open up. Yeah, I don't do a lot of that. I should do that more just to see what units are kicking butt. Yeah, that was probably a bad idea for them to try. I don't know why they decided to try to cross the river. I guess maybe they felt like they were just receiving too much fire. So Moore's brigade is not cooperating. He is. Well, there's not a lot of infantry now to guard, so Tillman will just rush those guns. Come on. Come on, Garnett. Don't expose your flank like that. We wiped out a first battery is wiped out. Actually, let's order you back, Tillman. Move Anderson a bit more to the right, so Walker should completely... 9,500 casualties. Oh, part of his brigade is blocked. Let's see. So action on the right now. So von Bork's Germans are going to get into the action. They got the Lorentz rifles. So that fence is actually blocking line of sight. Weisinger's got the Whitworth rifles. We should be able to bag all these guys. Let's see. Why don't we try... We can do... Tillman can form up again. He's well rested, intact. He's out of contact, though. I was going to. Well, I didn't want to put him on the fence because they actually could get flanking fire on him. They found a line of sight. We're able to break that brigade. Is Anderson broken? Or Tillman almost broke, though. We can probably get Hayes across the river. So yeah, they're just, the Union soldiers are just floundering on the banks of the Proud Run. You can see the Union high command scattering away. All right, enemy, they order the retreat. And 12,000 casualties inflicted. Let's see if we can't round up some more wipeouts. Walker's low on ammo. Well, we did wipe out. 1st Brigade is wiped out. Not letting me charge or run down these broken units. We can try to grab those guns. Garnett's going to charge this broken or almost broken cavalry unit. Well, that's what long range fire will waste more ammo, and with the increased firing rate from our guys, yeah, that makes sense. So 15,000 casualties inflicted on the Union force this time. Buckner's division with Johnson's brigade, 2,800 casualties. Hampton's division. Oh, 2 Johnsons. But Johnson with the Henry rifle. Yeah, that's Hampton's division. Buckner. What about Buckner's division? Who was Anderson's brigade? Deschler. Wow, Deschler only inflicted 714. So yeah, some of those weapons are just ridiculous. Due to his bad performance, Colonel Fry has fallen in disgrace. I was ordered to cross that ford in the face of heavy enemy fire. Fry gets his pen out and starts writing Jeff Davis. Glorious victory at Dover Ferry. First Corps fleeing in panic. Colonel Fry loses face. I didn't look at how many weapons we captured. There's one unit not retreating. All right, let's take a look at what that does to national morale. It's down to 68 for the Union. Morale of armies and Union morale of armies 65. Even when their national morale goes down, I rarely see their army morale go down so bad. That was one of the more... Actually, we've had some even fights, so... AI's doing a little bit better getting more manpower into each battle, so it's not lopsided. Here we go in the east. We do have the... We could fight this battle on the ground. Do we have Jackson there yet, though? No, I want to get Jackson there first before we fight the battle. London cheers Confederate victory, with the British ready to assist. Invasion force being formed. That is the first time I have been able to do that. British intervention 100%. They're really going to have to get their manpower going. Let's look at our army really quick before we finish up what's going on in the east. Oh, they're still engaged. The British are coming. British Army in Canada mobilized. Reinforcements crossing the Atlantic. I wonder if a victory can be achieved by low enemy national morale in a defensive campaign. We got him down to 68. I would think raiding is supposed to have some impact too. If we can get some raiders deep into Union territory, it's not as effective as capturing cities. I agree, but the issue is still one of my main reasons for not buying the game. I'll probably wait for the time when the AI at the point where it's difficult to play as the CSA. I'm not sure. I think we're gonna find out. I don't think we control the British units. Are they? Did the Union already just invade? They already took Windsor. Looks like the Union already took Windsor. Oh, there's an army of Canada, 22,000 men. We should have better fog of war with our allies. But that will draw off more of their men. Alright, Western Army at Springfield. I suppose we should depot up here. Even a fort might be good. Alright, right there. Fort at the crossroads. Yeah, that'll be the biggest benefit, is cracking the blockade. So the Union forces should be retreating back. I don't know why they are not. All right, there they are. Finally retreating back. So we would have to get the French involved, we would have to finish the... Will they get involved after the Mexico policy? There's a third corps here, but they're not even formed up. Alright, so Beauregard's army. I think there was one wounded officer. So Buckner's doing well. Hampton is doing well. Hill. Probably promote. Well, Stribling's got 4 stars. Wow, look at Edward Johnson. Could promote Hampton to take over Stribling's corps. And then Johnson can take the division. No, Jackson's not in position yet. We're going to move him into position, and then we can fight that battle. We'll do Robert Rhodes. And then we will replace Stribling with Hampton. We'll use Stribling elsewhere as a second line commander. Martin Smith is a division commander. He was originally an engineer division. That's what Bragg was originally, an engineer division. We formed up a corps around him. We're gonna remove Ledbetter. I want Ledbetter in case we need him and to replace some of these engineer units that we have. All right, fame. Johnston's got the largest fame. Breckinridge, who commands the Army of the Atlantic. Trimble's out in Texas. Oh yeah, Joe Johnston got defamed. D.H. Hill, Jeb Stewart, Jackson is... They're all corps commanders. Zollicoffer, I think, is division command. All the major generals are like almost 5-star. So Forrest is our most famous brigadier. Bate has 5 stars. Claiborne. John Scott, who... Wasn't John Scott in the Bald Knobbers? I couldn't remember. I think we promoted him. Oh, Hood's got... What's Hood commanding right now? Oh, yeah, that's right. We got him commanding a cavalry. He probably deserves a promotion. All right, Hampton takes over the Corps. Yeah, I have all my good engineers in Bragg's Corps. Oh, Scott was your commander? Maxie Gregg. He has good stats, although no fame. State rights gist. State rights gist. So I replaced some of those engineer guys so we can put them in the other engineer units. Early's got good stats. He should actually take over like a recruitment army with that 4-star administration. We could. Like here, we can put Ledbetter or Alexander in the Atlantic Engineers. Porterfield. We want Hood in place of Bragg. Where was Hood again? See if we can find a actual cavalry commander. He has a cavalry sword. Turner Ashby Jr. We'll just put him there. Bragg doesn't understand what he did wrong. He doesn't realize that just being Bragg is wrong enough. Could probably put Early as the division commander at least. So Early will get a promotion. I think we actually want to... He's got such a high admin rating. I want... We'll give him extra brigades. Maybe they can... Maybe he can train them up to elite status. They're already... Hood's Corps is already regular. Hampton's Corps is still untrained, though. That was Stribling's old Corps. They didn't see a lot of fighting, though, in that battle. Yeah, it was getting to his head. Sterling Price is... That's an engineer unit. We may actually want someone else commanding this unit. Maybe Ledbetter's better. Ledbetter's better at being the Kentucky Engineers. We can find a home for Price somewhere. Magruder's got good fame. Actually, we're going to replace Johnston with... We could replace him with Bragg. Bragg's still got the 3-star administration. And we can... Because that Army of Interior, we want to recruit to there and let them train there in Richmond. Lee, oh, did Lee engage? I'm sorry, did Jackson engage? It looks like he did. Ooh, they were getting beat up in this siege. Well, they were about to win it. I think I'm going to let the siege play out. In Longstreet's corps is one mobile artillery. Maybe move it to the cavalry division. Add a normal one. I think I just had it there. Just to try it out with a mobile artillery battery attached to the infantry division. Although those James rifle guns aren't that heavy. See, Reynolds is an infantry commander. We can replace Pegram with a new cavalry commander. And we'll actually get Pegram to command the Reynolds' division. Actually, Wheeler should probably take command of the division. We could just, let's assign Howell Cobb to the brigade. Yeah, so I think we're going to win that siege here. I'm just going to let it play out. And then maybe we could shift forces back to West Virginia to take Beverly, West Virginia. So we have, right now we have 12,000. Oh no, we have 120. What? Is that right? We have 121,000 volunteers available. That's crazy. We haven't been, I guess we haven't really been recruiting. Our support is really high. And I've been not recruiting as much because the Union has not outpaced us in manpower. All right, so September 12th, 1862. The Battle of Dover Ferry ends with a Confederate victory, 14,000 casualties to the Confederates, 3,600. Do we have a depot here? We do. Looks like supplies are reaching us very well over here. Probably be a good idea to actually build a fort over here. We're going to move Hood across the Tennessee. All right, going into September 13th. Let's see, Hill's Corps. I think he's going to march, let's see, march north. I'm going to try to capture Western Kentucky now. Von Steinwehr is retreating. It looks like their Second Corps has retreated back to, is that Columbus, Kentucky? They have. So Hood has 14,000. They have 18,000. So Hood and Hampton will cross the Tennessee. I want to take Columbus. And the Union troops are withdrawing out of Tennessee. I need another engineer unit. Alright, I had Little marching towards Louisville. I think I actually want him over to Nashville now. Do I have any other engineering units? We have the Atlantic engineers. Are they currently busy doing anything? No, they built a depot at Raleigh and a fort. So we're going to send the Atlantic Engineers west. By the way, you spell Von most of the time like the Belgian Von. Railroads, no, nothing we can build. The Cumberland Gap Railroad's only at 18%. We did complete the Alabama. Pensacola to Montgomery is completed. So all the other ones are completed. Little Rock to Memphis. Ooh, that's a good line. That's a good one. Von Steinwehr. We still haven't officially won that siege, have we? Lost 2,000 men. Glorious victory at Fort Ewell. First Corps fleeing in panic. Support for the Yankee cause wavers. The battle for Fort Ewell was fought for 9 days. It was only 9 days? Between the Confederate Fort Potomac 1 garrison, 35,000 troops, 87 guns. Federal First Corps, 18,000 troops, 15 guns. The battle raged for some 104 hours. Captured 768 rifles. Depot, I am building one there, I believe. Yeah, he's built. I'm going to fortify Springfield. Lee has flying column. He has not earned a perk yet. Jackson may have. Nope. Jackson's all perked out. He's about to get engineer and mechanics too, though, soon. What about Ewell? Ewell, so close to that perk. So close. I think we should try to take Fort Humphreys back. National morale 68 for the Union. So Jackson's going to try to retake Fort Humphreys. Oh, there's 8. Oh, they do have a garrison, or the Army of Potomac, which I think that's the Washington garrison. So there's 8,000 men helping defend it. We'll send Ewell in. Yeah, so the Washington garrison is supporting that fort. Ooh, some armies being formed up. Army of Lincoln, 35,000 men. Army of Michigan, Did they just recruit a bunch of men? Yeah, they're at 247. So they just recruited a bunch of new Union recruits. They got to address the British. Oh, the British are near Rochester, New York. Only 22,000 men. You know, I had ordered Hood before I ordered Hampton. That's fine. Looks like the entire army is actually headed towards Columbus. What are we going to have Hill take this amphibiously using the river? Take Paducah. I mean, it doesn't look like there's anything in southern Indiana. Our river scouts don't report anything. So Hill going to try to take Paducah from the river. And that should take that depot there too. It looks like the Army of Ohio, though, is going to engage our army in Kentucky. So that's the 3rd Corps. So they're going to be outnumbered, and it's going to be a few hours before reinforcements arrive. Specifically the 4th Corps. Isaac Stevens is the commander. All right, another battle in Kentucky. Did not see the Union invasion across the Ohio. All right, our scouts report the enemy is near Lexington, Kentucky. We are facing Army of Ohio. Isaac Stevens with a strength of 17,000 men and 31 guns. The enemy army is green and the morale is reported to be determined. Reports indicate the supply situation is outstanding. Supply state of our army is outstanding. We get to defend, though. Now, we only have the 10,000 men. It's 11 in the morning, and Longstreet with his larger corps. Oh, Barksdale's division is huge. How strong is that corps? Ooh, condition of men. Our condition is only 85. $15 hours, so we're going to have to survive the day with just the 3rd Corps. of 10,000 men. We have 27 guns. There's just the one objective. At Mitchellsburg. Some rough terrain there. The Union is probably coming from Bethel Church. I might as well just defend around Mitchellsburg. We have 16 entrenching points. Well, not the best weapons in this army. The only thing about if we defend along the railroad cut, there's the high ground. It's defending low ground versus high ground. It's the one thing I don't like. Although we could go like this. You throw skirmishers up on the ridge. I feel like the Union starts. It's going to take them all day to find us. We could entrench here. Yeah, his men. Yep. Good point. Good point. See, the town blocks the artillery. We can always move them up. That might work there. All right, well, let's see how fast the troopers can, the blue coats can find us. And we sit and wait. Maybe we can get Clayton on the road. Let's detach Clayton. We'll scout along. They are getting cover from the railroad, so we should be okay. Yeah, they can. Oh, not that house. I don't like you can't send the scouts out. All right, here they come. They have been spotted. I like how Slack just ran away. I did not order Slack's command to run away. It looks like they're going to try to hit us on our right flank. This is in Kentucky. This is in near Lexington. Magruder's 3rd Corps was entrenching, fortifying Lexington. Longstreet is on his way, but he's half a day away or more. Wonder, let's see here. Can we get the guns in front? Yeah, they might be sending guys down there. We can throw these skirmishers over here. We'll actually put the skirmishers behind the rail cut. Put the cavalry over there too. They actually have the Sharps carbine. Oh, those skirmishers right there. They have a lot of cavalry. Major General Stevens. They got Schoepf and Brown. Wood, Bernard, Wallace, Bringhurst. So artillery is able to fire in the valley there. That's good. They were putting some heat on that Second brigade. How they lay down. Force them to lay down. Yeah, they are. Yeah, Fournier's brigade. Yeah, they are. They show cover. And the artillery too. So they decided not to try to flank us. Although they could still. Training is poor, regular, poor. Gustav Smith, though, his training is good. So that's our best brigade right there. Clayton's cavalry is regular training. Battle of Lexington, 150 casualties. They're waiting for reinforcements. Yeah, his guys on the left look exhausted. But it looks like they're going to try to, I would guess they're going to try to attack before nightfall. They engage our skirmishers. Well, they make a rushing attack. We don't have the fancy weaponry in this battle, though. Second Brigade's like, hold up. Maybe we won't rush. Not too heavy a casualties for them. They've actually inflicted 223 on us. Lots of fighting on Smith, though. He's lost 200. They're trying to break him down. See, they just get flanked, though, themselves. I don't know if that's what you wanted, the Deering's battalion on that 2nd Brigade. They're going to try to rush these guns, but that first cavalry is tired. So now they are firing down on us. But what I could do is try to get Fournier's brigade to flank that second brigade. I'm going to have to keep an eye on these units here in the woods. What's up, Roseannadanna? We put the cavalry over here to guard Fournier's flank. Well, these guys aren't even going to get to the railroad cut before they fail. Fournier getting flanking fire? Oh, he can't find a line of sight. They probably have better weapons. I'm trying to get 2nd Brigade flanked. They've suffered 850 though. So Smith has actually got the better of him. They're still going to come with that wavering brigade. All right, Fournier getting some flanking fire. Trying to get Daring's battery to break that other 2nd Brigade. A 1,000 casualties. Who's going to break first, Smith or 2nd Brigade? Who is that? Walker? Let's see who that is on the Army of Ohio. Not Cochran. Or Wallace. Maybe it's Wallace. Yep. 55 leadership. So that leadership by Wallace. Now they're finally breaking. So we've inflicted 1,700 on that force. Longstreet arrives at night. Hold until relieved. Some of those skirmishers. We had an ice storm here in on the north coast. You guys got hit with tornadoes. Yeah, we'll rotate Smith out with nightfall. And if I have to, if push comes to shove, we can do it with Clayton. Looks like they might want to make a night attack. No, they decide better of it. Yeah, they fall back. Let's see if they order the retreat. There's a chance they might retreat. They're actually, the victory bar is ticking the other way now. Right, enemy decided to retreat. And we are not going to pursue. We'll let them go. Yeah, they're broken. Wallace broke. Wood is broken. Bernard, I could probably pursue. That's fine. We'll let them go. (0°C). What's that? Freezing? Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing I noticed. Magruder needs some better weapons. That is for sure. We'll give Magruder's entire command better weapons. Whatever's available. Retreating units cannot be engaged in field battles, even if they are within the combat radius of your units. Instead, pursuit and rearguard action will take place, inflicting casualties depending on morale of each army. General Bernard loses face. Victory at Lexington. We notch one more national morale down on the Union. Yeah, let's see. What weapons? Yeah, Fayetteville rifle, 3-inch. They get the Fayetteville rifles, 500 yards, 3 rounds a minute. Ooh, the Blakely rifle. 12-pound Blakely rifle, 790 pounds. That's pretty light. Not very good reload time. 1,800 yards. Oh, weight's actually got another perk. What do we want? Stand weight bushwhackers, plus 25% skirmishing efficiency, raiding support hit plus 10%. We might do that if our plan is to eventually raid into the north. not foot cavalry, skilled PMI. I'm actually going to do the bushwhackers. No, yeah, I prefer it not to be heavy with the mobile, with the horse artillery. Would like to see more reload, a better reload. Yeah, we got more snow here than I thought we were going to. It was all ice for most of the night. Oh, we might have to fight this battle on the map. Well, folks, I think I'm actually going to end it here today, because I have to get ready. So, as always, I do appreciate you guys joining the stream. Lots of fighting in this one. We had the big battle at was that Perry's Landing or Dover Ferry? Dover Ferry, Perry's Landing, Dover Ferry. So yeah, we didn't even get that far. September 19th, 1862. But the Union definitely getting a little bit more aggressive as they try to across the Potomac. We were able to fight that back. We defeated their invasion into northern Tennessee. And now a probing attack into Kentucky is repulsed. Thanks again, everyone. I will see you on the next one. I scheduled it for Tuesday, so we'll see you then. Thanks for joining.